Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. I'm back from vacation, so let's get the show on the road again. Today I'm gonna start by cutting all my vegetables, and I'm gonna roast some peppers. I'm gonna make some coleslaw, and I'm gonna make some deviled eggs. So, first step, let me roast some peppers that I want to use for some chicken sandwiches and/or burgers. So I'm just taking these two pointy peppers, and I preheated my Ninja Foodi, and I'll add just a little bit of oil, and I'm just going to grill those. We'll start at 10 minutes, see if the skin is starting to blacken, and we might give it a little bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of things, but I'm gonna start off by chopping up some onion. Always need onion. So yeah, I had a good vacation. I actually I walked a lot, like 70 miles, about 107 kilometers. So I actually lost some weight. But yeah, it was a good trip. Just it was nice to get away. And I'm just cutting this onion nice and fine, by the way, for some coleslaw, because I'll be having coleslaw for several meals this week, as you'll see in a moment when I go through my menu. So for lunch today, I'm gonna have some sandwiches with some ham. I might use some of the roasted red pepper and yellow pepper as well. Just trying to get my veggies in, because when you're eating out on vacation, you're just not eating that much fresh stuff, are you? So then for dinner, I'm gonna make some sauerkraut stamppot. So for those that don't know, stamppot is a Dutch dish, and it just means stamp means mash, pot means like vessel. So it's literally just potatoes mashed with some kind of vegetable. In this case, it's sauerkraut, and I'm gonna have that with some ham. So I'm gonna take these diced onions and put that in a big container where I'm also gonna make and store my coleslaw. And then these onions I need for a few different things. I'm just gonna cut them into slices, half rings. Then Monday, meatless Monday. For lunch, I'm gonna have those deviled eggs. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some vegetarian burgers. Maybe vegan, because the burgers I bought themselves are vegan, but I don't know what I'm gonna serve that with yet. I did pick up some cheese sauce in the UK, so that might be an idea, which would make it vegetarian, not vegan. I could do some coleslaw. I could do some cabbage. So I did want to get some mixed salad to go with my burgers and my tacos and things like that. But when I came back from London, it was already 6 p.m. and the Middle Eastern market has closed, and the street market was long gone. So I was kind of stuck with what they had at the supermarket. And yeah, the mixed lettuce, like the spring mix, just didn't look good at all. So I might just do some shredded cabbage or something instead of lettuce. And then we're on Tuesday. Like I said, I'm gonna do a lot of coleslaw this week, because I always make a big batch if I make it. So I'm gonna have that with some chicken for lunch, and then for dinner I'm gonna do some kind of taco with chicken. So I have some tortillas. I'll do some peppers, some onions, chilies, garlic. Then for Wednesday, for lunch, I'm gonna do some keto chicken nuggets. So I'll use almond flour or almond meal, and I'll do those in the air fryer, and I'm just gonna serve those with some green beans. Just a nice quick meal. And then for dinner, I'm going to do some chicken sandwiches because there are 4 burgers in a pack. I'm going to use 2 for my vegan burgers, so I need another meal with hamburger buns. So I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I think I'll just have some, maybe ground chicken, and I'll do like a burger. Or I have some chicken tenders in the freezer that I might grill and put on top. And I think I'll have roasted peppers with that. Or if I have a lot of coleslaw left over, I might use some coleslaw for that as well. And then we're on Thursday, so for lunch, coleslaw with this time with a pork chop because I still have those in the freezer. And for dinner, I'm gonna do some pasta with bacon. I have these lardons, and I'll do that with peppers, onions, chilies, garlic, and maybe some chicken stock, or I also have some cream cheese. I could make like a creamy sauce. I'll just find out on Thursday what I really feel like. Like the basic ingredients will be the same. I can just tweak it a little bit if I need to. That's garlic done. So yeah, I might also do some leek for my pasta since I have some leek left over. Good way to use that. That just flew everywhere. And then on Friday, so again some coleslaw, but this time with some salmon. And then for dinner, I'm going to make some tacos with some salmon. So again, not entirely sure how I'm going to make them. Probably with some shredded cabbage. And yeah, we'll see what kind of vegetables I have left. Because I got back so late. It was like almost 6 already by the time I got home. And then I had to rush back out to get my groceries. I just kind of winged it a little bit with produce and other groceries, so we'll just see. I have stuff in the freezer as well, so I know I'm good, but we'll just might have to improvise near the end of the week. Let's do a carrot. This is going to be for my coleslaw, so I'm just going to use my julienne slicer and just slice that in with my diced onions for the coleslaw. So that's carrots. Then I have some chilies and some peppers for my pasta, for my tacos. So these cayenne chilies I'll just slice up. I'm not going to bother peeling them. I almost never do. Oh, that's my grilled peppers. Let me check on those. Just starting to blacken, so I'll just turn them around. And I'll give them 5 more minutes. Let's get these in a container. And then these peppers are going to go again in my tacos, in my pasta, etc. So just clean them out real quick. And I will just cut these into ribbons. I don't need them too fine this time. And next up, for my sauerkraut stamppot, I do need some potatoes, so let me quickly peel a couple. And I'll just cut them into chunks, which I almost don't have to because these are tiny. But yeah, that's what they had at the supermarket today. So that's potatoes done. Then next up, let's do some of these green beans. I'm just quickly going to top and tail them. That's my peppers. So let me take those out. Yeah, as you can see, the skin has blackened. So I'm just gonna cool those down and then I can easily peel those off. While that is preheated, that is really convenient. I'm gonna add some water. I'm gonna add in my eggs. And I'll change it to pressure cook. Pressure lid on and valve closed. 5 minutes. So for perfectly hard-boiled eggs, pressure cook for 5 minutes, natural pressure release for 5 minutes, and then cool them down with some cold water. So while that's going, I'm just going to top and tail these. Okay, green beans done. And then I just have my cabbage left. Do I want to do red or green or both? I think I'll do both. And I'll just pick off some of these outer leaves because I'm not going to use the whole thing. And if I leave it on the stem uncut, it will last a lot longer in the fridge because I don't know yet when I'm going to be using the rest. So let me just get some of these leaves off. This didn't come off nearly as elegantly as I hoped it would, but let me just cut this real fine. Doesn't matter that it kind of broke off when I tried to take the leaves off because I'm going to cut it fine anyway. But yeah, just cut it nice and fine and get that in with my onions and carrots. And like I said, I'm going to have some for my burgers and maybe tacos. So I'll put those aside and then I'll just do the exact same thing with this green cabbage. All right, that's all the cutting done. So let me put that aside. And then you've seen me make coleslaw many times before, so I'm just gonna speed run through it. Just some salt on top of my cabbage, my carrots, and my onions. You can use any cabbage, by the way. I just like the look of the red. So salt. A little bit of pepper. That was my Ninja Foodi. My eggs are done. That just needs to do natural pressure release for 5 minutes. So salt, pepper, a little bit of mayo, and some mustard, and mix that up. You could actually even do like Brussels sprouts or cabbages like that for a coleslaw, which I should try sometime. So I know in the States you usually, most sold Brussels sprouts are the really big ones. They usually do the small ones here. So yeah, that's also a good idea. And that is coleslaw done. So I'm just going to wait on my eggs because once they finish the cooking, I need to cool them down before I can do that. So I'm going to briefly pause the recording now. I'm on at 25 minutes so far, so that's how long it took for me to prep everything. But yeah, see you back in a moment when I make the deviled eggs. And these just cooled off, and as you can see, when you put them in the pressure cooker, they're super easy to clean, to peel. So I'll just do that real quick. Like it comes right off. So speaking of peeling, while I was waiting for those to cool down, I also peeled my peppers. The skin just came right off because I blackened that. But yeah, for my deviled eggs, I'm just going to cut these in half. And as you can see, these are perfectly hard boiled. And I'm just going to scoop out the yolks in this little bowl. And then this is how I make my deviled eggs. Some salt, some pepper, some mayo, and I use curry ketchup. If you can't get that, you can use regular ketchup and just add some spices like curry powder, even though that's not exactly the same, but that would also be quite tasty. And I'm just gonna mix that up, and I just want that to come together as this, like a smooth, like loose paste. If it's not creamy enough, I'll add a little bit more mayo or curry. But I also don't want it too liquidy, especially with the curry ketchup, or if you use regular ketchup, it can get quite runny, and then it will just go out of your cups. So just mix that up. And I'm actually gonna move to a spoon just to squish out some of the lumps from the egg yolk. And then I'll use that spoon to just drop some dollops inside the egg whites. And if you really want to make this look nice, you can use like a pastry bag or something like that to piping bag. But this is just for me for a quick lunch, so I'm just gonna spoon it right in. And there we go. That is my deviled eggs done. And that is all my prep work for today. So now I have everything ready to go to have lunch or dinner on the table in minutes. If you like this kind of thing, I do this every single Sunday. And if you like to see what I do with all my ingredients, about once a month I post a what I eat in a day video. I actually did 2 in a row. One I posted last Friday, so 2 days ago when this comes out, for what I had for dinner and lunch and breakfast and everything I ate while I was on vacation in London. And I posted one before that, when's my regular week when I prep for everything and cook every single meal. So you can also check out my Instagram where I post every single meal. But yeah, that's it for this week. And I'm just gonna quickly edit it and then get some rest, because it's been a really hectic week in London. We've done a lot. I walked like 107 kilometers, I believe. That's like 70 miles in like 4 or 5 days. So I did a lot. So I'm just gonna get this video out and just relax for the rest of the day. So but yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.